Well, it's a bit of a cold, stormy Dublin that I come to you from today. But I've got my nice shirt on and some nice jewelry, and I'm here to say hello. I'm wishing you a good day. It's Thursday. I've been working solidly all day on marketing, social media, all that kind of stuff. And yeah, now it's time to have a chat with you guys. Let me know where you're watching from. If you're watching later, not on live, let me know in the comments where you're watching from. I'd love to hear from you. But yeah, good day so far. I'm gonna scoot over here, and yeah, all is well in the world. A little bit of a storm coming to Dublin today and tomorrow, so yeah, and today we're doing our general quiz as always. And the topic for today is travel. So I'll wait for a few people to join. I can see a few people jumping on already. Let me know where you're watching from. Malak Maroc, hello to you. Welcome back, my friend. Lots of quiz questions today for you. And as usual, I have my tea. All good. This is probably maybe my sixth or seventh, maybe eighth cup of tea for today. So I'm going to have a trip to the dentist soon for some teeth cleaning. But yeah, we're going to do some English today. And in 47 minutes, live on my channel, you're going to get the premiere for my brand new video. It is all about courtroom English, courtroom vocabulary, 15 terms, all about legal English that you need to know. Great if you're working in law, but also if you like to watch your American courtroom dramas. And yeah, great English for everybody. You know, every TV show has courtrooms, don't they? So lots of useful vocabulary. Malak Maroc, you're from Morocco. Thank you so much for sharing. And if anyone's watching and doesn't know, I'm in Dublin in Ireland. And yes, we are here. We're going to do some English today. I was going to wait for a few more people to jump on. I'm just making sure my camera is okay. Maybe I should put it a bit more like that. Should I? Is that a bit better? Yeah, I just don't feel like I'm taking up much of the screen when I'm like this. So I might as well be up here like that. So hope that's better. Hope that's a better view. So yeah, bad weather in Dublin, busy day, marketing, lots of social media work. And now it's 4 o'clock and I'm here with you. And as I said, brand new video coming your way at 5 o'clock, courtroom vocabulary. Today on the quiz, we are doing Sadia. Hello there. How are you? And nice shirt today. Yes, I thought I'd dress up a little bit for you today. This is something I would wear to like the office sometimes. I like to wear nice, colorful stuff. So thank you very much. Yeah, so 5 o'clock, brand new video. But now we are doing some travel vocabulary for our quiz. Malak Maroc, thank you very much. Shirt. Nice skirt. Very good. So yeah, good day all round, and nothing really else is happening. Everything's very quiet. Um, so I think no, nothing, no real plans. Just texting friends and everyone complaining about life, but all's well. Sadia, you look young in such clothing. Do wear sometimes. Okay, I'll wear this a little bit more. I have lots of colorful shirts. I do like. One of my local stores sells vintage Hawaiian shirts, so I kind of do treat myself to one every time I go to the shopping center. They're only €20, so it's a little bit of an indulgence. So I do like. So yeah, we are going to start with our first question. Make sure if you're new to have a look in the chat. That's where the questions will be popping up. I will say a few of them, you know, and just I won't put them into the chat. I'll pronounce them, just to test your pronunciation and listening skills. I was about to ask if you have those Hawaiian shirts you read my mind. Yes, I do. I have a few. So maybe tomorrow I might wear another one. I have a few. Yeah, I have about five or six of them. So, and I do like a little bit of color in my life. You know, it's important to always dress how you feel. And I like to put the best side out all the time. Dolores Flores, good morning. You're in Norwalk, California. Wow, and a person in America joining us in the United States of America, should I say. Thank you so much for joining. And yes, if you're having a beverage, let me know. I'm on my Irish tea with milk and sugar. I probably have drank too many of these today. I feel a little bit caffeinated, but no, it's good. It's good. I do love my tea. Okay, people, it's time to start our quiz. We don't have very many people here, but it's okay. The quality people are here. I'm sure more people will join once I start these interesting questions. Vicky Kimar, thank you so much for joining. I think this might be your first time here with me. Welcome. So let's try. We're doing a quiz on travel English. Let me just make sure I have everything open on my desktop. I have my sound off, and I'm joining on the live. You are from Vicky. I am from Dublin in Ireland, in Europe. A beautiful country where it's a bit stormy at the moment, a bit rainy, a bit windy. So let me know where you're watching from, Vicky. I'd love to know. So, first question is going into the chat for everyone right now. What do you call the area where passengers wait before boarding a plane? So we can kind of maybe say two areas, two names of this area. One that's a bit more general and one that's quite specific. So, what do you call the area where passengers wait before boarding a plane? Jacinth A. Diff, yes, we're in the airport. That's exactly where we are. That's where we're locating. But we're looking for a very specific area in the airport. So Sadia has waiting area. So yes, waiting area would be a term, but when we're talking about vocabulary for the airport, we do have very specific terms. Okay. So can anyone else tell me any other words we might know for what we would call the area, the waiting area, as Sadia has pointed out, before we board the plane? Vicky is saying Hindi. So are you from India? Would I be right if I saying Vicky you're in India? So Jacinth A. Diff is saying gate. Yes, this is one of the areas, the waiting areas that is we have a particular name in English for in the airport. Steps Itaki or Steps Itake. Hello, how are you? I'm very well, thank you. How are you? Thanks for joining. So yes, we have India. Vicky's in India and Noida and Delhi. You're very welcome, Vicky. Glad to have you here. I have lots of Indian viewers. So yes, the area that passengers wait in is called the gate, and that's very specific. That's literally the area, okay, right before they go in onto the plane, okay? That's the area where they wait at the gate. So you could be at gate D23, you could be at gate A10. That's what the gate is called. The general area for all of these gates is the departure lounge. Departure lounge. Malek Maroc has waiting hall. So this would be another general term. You know, you could have a waiting hall in lots of places, you know, in an office, you know, a waiting area, like Sadia has said. You can have a waiting area in lots of places. But the departure lounge, we would have this in an airport, or, you know, if you're going to get a ship, they would have a departure lounge, or the gate. More specifically, the gate. Departure lounge, lounge. Yes, step is take has put it there perfectly. Departure lounge, and we also have the term gate. More specifically, the direct area before you start to board the plane. So yeah, departure lounge, or we have gate. Okay, let's try a little bit of an easier one. I'm sure everyone will know this one. So, what is the official document that allows you to travel abroad? What's that called? Little book. You have to apply and get one. Very official. It's identification. So, Jacinta Adif has a visa. So, yes, a visa. But the word I'm looking for is a passport, and Sadia has passport. And your visa would go into the passport, wouldn't it? It would sometimes the visa is stamped into the passport. So yes, we could say a visa is part of the official documentation you need to travel abroad. But me, like I'm a European citizen, So in certain ways, you don't need, a visa. You can have free travel in some places. So we have lots of people in with passport. Yes, correct. The correct word is passport, the main official document that we have. DJ Jonas, I see some French there. Bonjour to you. Good on you. Yes, well done, Jacinth. So passport, and we also have a visa would go into the passport. If I was going to say the United States, I would need a visa, maybe like a visitor's visa, temporary visa, maybe to go into that area. We have to have visa when we travel to Europe. Yes. So I would probably need a visa to go to Asia, different parts of Asia, India, China, and you get that visa generally stamped into your passport onto one of the pages. So yeah, lots of useful English. So when we go onto the plane, when we go through the airport, we have a certain document. So we have our passport, but we also have another, it's like a ticket for the plane. And sometimes we have it on a card, or sometimes now I always have mine on my phone. What's that document called? So they scan it. There might have a QR code on it or a barcode. It will have your details. Oh, I see Sadia in with an answer. Does anyone agree? Sadia has boarding pass. Does anyone agree? So Jacinta Diff also has boarding pass. So yes, boarding pass. That's the official document. So we've already said we have our passport, the little book with our picture and identification. But we also need, it's like a ticket, isn't it? It's our boarding pass onto the plane. So, in modern ways, we have our phone, may have an app on our phone, and maybe it's in our wallet, or we might have it printed out on a small card, okay? Or you might have it printed out on a big piece of paper. We are your dedicated students. Definitely. Very, very good. Very good answers. And yeah, everyone join in. It doesn't matter if you're wrong, it's all about taking part. And yeah, having a good time. So let's have a look and see. Okay, so when we go to the airport, we generally have Praveen Sharma, I want to learn English. Well, you're in the right place. We're doing conversational English, and at 5 o'clock today, I'll be going off live because I have a premiere of a brand new English lesson on my channel all about courtroom legal English. Aman Na Things, I hope I'm saying your name right. Hello, dear. Hello to you. British Defence League. The Brit card is a con. It's a bad idea. Also, okay, so British Defence League is giving us some political opinions about the kind of the ID card in Britain, and I didn't know there was a terrorist attack in Britain today. That's very sad. I hope hope no one's hurt. You are learning English already, Praveen. Exactly. We're all here and we're all doing well. And Praveen is telling us they're from India. You're very welcome. Lots of people from India. I want to learn. I hope you're German and you want to learn English, or you want to learn German. I don't think I'll be able to help you with German. DJ Jonas, okay, great to have you here, DJ Jonas. So let's go on to our next question. So when we go to the airport, we have luggage, we have baggage. Some of this baggage or luggage we take on the plane, but other type of luggage that goes under the plane, what do we call this luggage? So I have my carry-on. This is the stuff, maybe a backpack. Some people might have a handbag or a satchel, or some other type of bag. What is the bag that goes under the plane? With all the other, like the cargo under the plane. What do we call this? Shira Balak, hello dear, hello to you. Hi, how are you? Sadia Dal. So yes, you are right in your thinking. I'm talking about a suitcase or a bag or baggage or luggage, but we have a specific term for the suitcases or the baggage that go under the plane. You don't bring it on board, they go under the plane. This is a difficult one, isn't it? Maybe I need to do some easier ones. So the answer is it's checked luggage or checked baggage. I will write it into the chat. So this is when we So this is checked baggage. This is baggage that we put through at the check-in desk and we leave the suitcase with the airline and we go off then to the gate and we go on the plane with our own bags. So when there's separate bags that you don't want to carry, big bags, they go under the plane in the cargo hold of the plane. And this is called checked luggage or checked baggage. Okay? Quite difficult. Okay, checked baggage, right. Yes, at the check. And we do this at the check-in desk, don't we? So yes, very, very good. Okay, let's move on to hotels and accommodation. So what are the terms? I'm going to ask this. I'm not going to put it into the chat. What are the terms when we arrive at a hotel and we leave a hotel? Can anyone tell me what those two terms are? They're both very similar. When we arrive at a hotel and we leave a hotel. Analigia, hello from Venezuela. Hello to you. Check baggage, yes. Jacinta Edif. So It's Cruise has check-in, check-out. And Sadia also has check-out and check-in. Check-in, check-out from Sai KTK. And Jacinta Edif has check-in and out. And yes, when we arrive at the airport and we go to the receptionist, when we arrive at the hotel, we go to the reception desk and we check in, we say our name, we maybe give some documentation like our passport, and we get the key for our room, won't we? Maybe a card or an actual key. So, and then when we leave, we check out, we give the key back, we maybe pay our bill or settle up our bill, and yeah, well done everybody. And Malak Maroc is in, check out. Well done. So, thinking about different types of hotels and different types of accommodation that we have when we travel, what do you call a room that has only breakfast included? What do we call a room that we only have breakfast included? Steps it take. Did we say I checked in? So yeah, we say I checked in or I checked out. Very good. It's Cruise. Yes, I totally agree with you. Free Palestine, 100%. 100%. So, what do we call a room with only breakfast included? So, there's a few different ways we can think about this, but the term is bed and breakfast. Bed and breakfast. And this is shortened sometime to B and B. So you'll see this. Thank you, AM. So bed and breakfast. So if your hotel room or you're staying with, sometimes in Ireland people have, a few rooms in their house and they will act like a hotel and you get the breakfast in the morning. So when your room or your bed comes with breakfast, we say it's bed and breakfast, B and B. Okay? So that is what we say. Okay? Yeah. Now, the chat is getting a little bit political here, so I'm not going to get into any more political chat. Okay? So, well done, everybody. So, when we are at the restaurant and we want to give some extra money to our server, when we give some extra money to our server for good service or we've had a good meal, what do we call this? What do we call this? What do we call this? So, Shamir Ahmed, hi sir, I'm from India, Kerala. Welcome to you. Thanks so much for joining. And we have lots of people in with the correct answer already. Sai KTK, tip. Sadia has tip. Jacinta has tip. Sepsi Take has a tip. So yes, well done. A tip. A nice thing to do. Depends on the culture really, doesn't it? In America, in the United States, it's very common. It's probably, it's expected that you will give a tip because the wages are so bad in restaurants. So people in certain countries will really depend on tips. But I always usually give a tip when I can or where I can, if the service is good. If no good service, no tip. So yeah, well done everybody. Lots of correct answers there. What about the UK? I suppose the UK and Ireland would be quite similar. The culture is changing. Now, when you go to pay with your card, there's always usually an option to tip. Um, or you can leave money on the table, or, if you're paying in cash, say, keep the change or whatever. It just depends. I suppose it depends if you feel like you've gotten really good service. It depends. If you're in a big group, you definitely would. You definitely would. Okay, so let's think about a different type of accommodation. Hello, Ebru. Thank you so much for joining. I think you follow me on Instagram? Thank you so much if you did. Okay, so thinking about different types of accommodation. This one is a bit of a cheaper type of accommodation. What do you call accommodation where you share a room with strangers? Okay, this is generally for younger people who are backpacking, who are traveling around the world. They generally, will you'll have a big room with bunk beds or multiple beds, and you share it with strangers. I've never done it, and I never will. But what do you call? It's not a hotel. It sounds quite like hotel as a clue, but it's where backpackers stay. So we have a share room. You could call it a share room, a dormitory. Yes. So the dormitory would be in this type of accommodation. I forgot the name. Jacinta's forgotten the name. A dormitory. And Stuart A is in with the correct answer, which is a hostel. A hostel. Sounds quite like hotel. Um, Jacinta's done it, not very, but not comfy for me. Yeah, I just don't think, I think I need my privacy. So the term is hostel. We had Stuart A in with the word hostel. Sounds like hotel. And we would have Psy KTK had dormitory. So within the hostel, we would have dormitory rooms, dorms, where you would sleep in a room. Sometimes it's divided by gender, sometimes it's not. Depends on the country, depends on the culture. But yes, you sleep multiple beds, multiple people in one room. Not my cup of tea. Dormitory is for universities, right? Yes, exactly. We would use that word more for university and colleges where they have student accommodation or dormitories. Short, more commonly called dorms. DORMS, dorms. Hostel is usually free for student. I'm not sure about free, but definitely much cheaper. I mean, here in Dublin, you could spend €150, 200 more, much more for a hotel room, but maybe a hostel might only be €25, €50 maybe. Much, much cheaper though. And lots of people do it when they're younger. Some people I know do it when they're older. It's a fun way if you're a little bit easy about your personal space and stuff like that. Me, I like, my personal thing is I like an Airbnb. Not to give shout outs, but I like to have a kitchen. I like to have a fridge. I like to go to the supermarket when I go to a place. I love going to the supermarket. It's like how the culture, right? So I personally will always stay in an Airbnb if possible. That will be my choice, just for comfort, and I like to feel like I have a home, and I like to be living amongst the people. You know, Tomorrow, if you are coming, can you have about museum vocabulary? Sure, let's do some vocabulary about museums. Absolutely, no problem. Absolutely, that would be quite interesting. I do love museums. I was in a museum in Dublin about 2 weeks ago, 3 weeks ago, the National Gallery, looking at portraits and pictures and paintings and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, what do you call? We've done that. Okay, so let's move on to another type of question. Let's have a look. So this one is a little bit more about travel, something that maybe you might do when you go to another country or another location if you need to get around. What do you call a car that you rent when you travel? What do you call a car you rent while traveling? I'm going to have some tea. Anyone that's new, make sure and check out my new video. It's coming in 23 minutes on the channel, and it's all about courtroom English, 15 terms for legal, lawyers, paralegals, and anyone working in. So we have rent car or rent a car. We have, you're very, very close. You're very, very close. It rental car. Ebru is in with the correct answer. Yes, a rental or a rental car. This is the term that we use when we travel. When I went to Italy once, I got a rental car so I could drive to Naples from Rome and drive around Naples and bring my parents around. I've gotten a few rental cars. A rented car. We could say this. We could say this car is rented, but generally the term is rental. That will tell you that you're traveling, and you're maybe on vacation or business, but the term is a rental or a rental car. So yeah, well done everybody. Do you speak Marrakesh Pro? Oh, I don't. I only speak English Pro, I'm afraid. This is Learning English Pro. Okay, so next, let's try next question. So we're thinking about types of holidays you might go on. So if you're in a group and it's organized by a company, or maybe you join a group, what's that called? I know people who've gone to South America, with a friend, and they join a group and they maybe travel around South America. So a travel agent, that would be the people that organize the trip, wouldn't it? So you go to the travel agent to organize this type of vacation. So it's a type of vacation we're talking about. A guide, yeah, you might have a guide on this trip. A travel agent, agency, travel agency. So you are all thinking about the person who sells you this tour. Okay, that's what we're thinking, okay? But I'm talking about the trip itself. When you go on a trip and everything is included, what do we call that? So a trip, yes, it's a type of trip. So we've got a lot of travel agent, travel agency. That's the person that will sell you this type of trip. So what type is it? When everything is included, you get your flights, you get your bus, you get your accommodation, you get your meals. What is that? What's that called? I'm going to give 2 minutes, well, not 2 minutes, 2 seconds to answer, and then I'm going to reveal the answer. Shimar Ahmed, I like this class. I'm waiting for a permit to go to Croatia as a taxi driver. Well done. Well, that's fantastic. Could you tell us the first letter of the word? Yes, the first letter is P. P is the key word here. P. Will we play hangman? Is it all inclusive? This is a synonym. This isn't what I was looking for, but I will take inclusive. I will take inclusive. So we have trip. Okay. So the first word begins with a P. The second word is tour. A tour. So we have two words, P being the first word, and then second word being tour. Okay, I'm going to reveal it in the chat. So when we go on a group holiday, a people tour very close, package of travel, package. I see Shimar Ahmad had package. That was the word I was looking for. So when you go on a group, so just say I'm going to visit South America and I'm going with my friend and we're going to join a group of 30 people and we're going to fly into Buenos Aires and we're going to travel around all the different countries. This is a package tour. A package tour. Okay? That was a difficult one, wasn't it? Jeepers, 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 jeepers. Okay, let's try a different type of vacation. Okay, and I think this one is easier. Let me know. What do you call a journey by ship for pleasure? Lots of my friends have started, where all of my friends are in their 40s and 50s, so they're all starting to go on this type of trip. So Sadia is in with an answer. Have a look in the chat and see if you agree and type it in as well into the chat. What do you call a journey by ship for pleasure? So these ships have buffets, they have entertainment, you go to different places. Is that happening to you guys? My video is slower than the text. Oh, I didn't know. I hope your connection is okay, Jacinth. First letter, please. So you might have to look to Sadia's answer. Sadia has got it correct, I will say. So the answer is cruise. Cruise. And Sadia has added to this. And yes, it's a cruise ship. A cruise ship. I haven't gone on a cruise. Has anyone here gone on a cruise? Let me know if you have and where you went. I am fascinated just for the food aspect. Khalid Anwar, what is the best way to learn how to communicate in English, and what is your vision about AI and language related careers? So I definitely think, I say it every single live, AI is a fantastic resource. You can do conversation with it and get it correct in real time. People are probably sick of me listening to me talk about AI. But really, it's really to try. The best way to learn is to find someone who's at the same level as you and learn together and talk about it and kind of go on a journey together. That is the proven best way. So if you can get yourself into an English language group, Facebook group, something like this, where you can practice and talk and share your education with others and have them share with you, perfect. AI, amazing, amazing, really good. You can't go wrong. Don't over rely on it though. Don't get it to write too much for you. Always get it to check your work, check your language, check your pronunciation, all of that. And language created careers, I have a language created career and it's given me lots of opportunities. So Jacinte Diff has cruise ship, but cruise ship is the name of that ship. So yeah, we would say the ship, the big white ship, huge, is a cruise ship. A cruise ship, yes. What about the journey itself? The journey is also the cruise. I'm going on a cruise. I'm going on a Mediterranean cruise, and we're going on the cruise ship. Once you say you're going on a cruise, you don't really, it's understood that it's a cruise ship. A cruise ship is a big ship that travels around the world. Yes, some of them do travel around the world. I think there's one that people move and live on and constantly go. I think it's called the World or the Globe or something like that. Titanic. Well, Titanic really was a transport vessel, wasn't it? The cruise aspect is more of a modern thing, isn't it? Titanic went across and back the Atlantic. Well, it was supposed to come back, it never did. But yeah, but Titanic would be that size, though, isn't it? But when you look at the size of the Titanic, the cruise ships that we have now are much, much bigger. Khalid Anwar, you're very welcome. I hope that was helpful to you. So yes, a cruise, a cruise ship. Maybe I should go on a cruise around the Mediterranean. So if anyone goes on a cruise ship, that will always be for pleasure. Yes, unless you're staff, unless you're working there. I mean, that mightn't be very pleasurable. But if you're on a cruise ship, is always for pleasure. It's like a holiday destination. It's a type of vacation that you're going on. Journey is longest than traveling, right? What's the difference? Journey is longest than traveling, right? So journey is longer than traveling. Is that what you're? They're both kind of journey might be maybe short. I'm not sure. Journey and traveling are kind of synonyms of each other in meaning and sense and context. So they're much the same. Usually when we say we're going on a journey or we're traveling, we usually give a time, don't we, with that information. So I'm going on a 10-hour journey by train to Berlin, or I'm traveling for 6 months, or I'm traveling for the next few days. We usually give when we're talking about travel and vacation. I'm going on vacation for 2 weeks to the Caribbean. So we usually give that extra information when we talk about in that context. Himanja Patowari, great name. Hi, hello to you. Welcome to Learning English Pro and to my quiz. And if anyone is just joining, in about 13 minutes on the channel, I will be having my premiere of my brand new English lesson on courtroom vocabulary, terms for legal English. Great for anyone if you watch legal dramas on TV or you want to work in the courtroom. Lots of really useful language here for you. So Himanja is from India. Very good, very good. Sorry, longer, I mean. Journey is longer than traveling. As I said, it really depends, on the time context and what we're talking about on the time. But the journey to America for me, is 8 hours, or we could say, I'm going to America, I'll be traveling on the plane for 8 hours. So, one is not specifically longer than the other. Traveling, isn't it like an action? I'm traveling. There's no information about duration. Yes, exactly. But generally, we add that, don't we? We say, generally in context, I'm traveling next week. That gives you a time, a time context. Next week, I'm traveling for 2 days. Next week, I'm traveling to Italy, and we would know the time and where that was. Hi, sir. Karan Kumar. Hello to you. Welcome back. Sai KTK. Could you give us your live schedule? So generally, I'm on every day. I might take a day off this weekend, but generally, I'm on every day at around 4 p.m. and that's Irish time in Dublin, or a GMT time, or British Standard Time as well. It's the same as that. Yiling Ong, hi, hello to you. Welcome to the chat. So, yeah, let's do one or two more questions before we finish up for the day. Do, 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 do. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, I have a really good one for you guys. Really good. I'm in Europe. Yeah, I'm in Ireland in Europe. Okay. What do you call the time zone difference that makes travelers tired? So, when you travel, I think it's when you travel west. I think you might get this more so. So, when we travel and we feel sick or very, very, very tired, we feel a certain way, don't we? What is that kind of sickness called? I can see a few answers already in the chat. Jet lag. I can't pronounce your name, but thank you. Is that Charlotte? I think, is it? Jet lag. Ebrew is in with jet lag. Jacinth A. Diff, jet lag. Sai KTK, jet lag. Homesickness. Well, I think that's a different type of travel sickness altogether, isn't it? More so when we move somewhere. But yeah, I suppose if you're going on a very long vacation, or maybe short one, you might get homesick. But what I'm talking about is when there's a time difference and we travel across those time differences, it gives us jet lag. So we had lots of correct answers there. Well done, everyone. I'm AU, or I hope I'm saying that right as well. AU. Thank you, AU, for getting in for the correct answer there. Homesickness is like you're missing your hometown food culture. Exactly. Yeah, that's exactly right. Time difference. Yes. So when we travel across time zones, I remember when I was very young, I went to America and I traveled from LA to New York and I was jet lagged for like 5 days. I couldn't function. I couldn't get out of bed until 5 o'clock. I was destroyed. Could you please tell me, sir, how it can improve my English? Well, Karan Kumar, you're doing the right thing. You're watching an English video. Hello, I'm back. Is everyone still here? Hello, I'm back. Is everyone still here? Sorry for if I dropped off. Sometimes when I get a phone call, it comes through and then it totally knocks it off. So I'm really sorry. I'll have to try and fix that, or I'll let YouTube know. I'm back. I'm back, everybody. I'm so sorry. That happened before, and I had to, but somehow I managed to get the live back, thankfully. So I'm here. I'm here. That was very stressful, and I will have to tell people not to call me when I'm doing lives, because it messes everything up. So thank you for staying. Thank you for staying on the live. I'm here. I'm going to have a sip of tea because that was a little bit stressful. So yes, we were on to jet lag. Thank you all so much for staying. Yesterday I went for the interview. While talking to the interviewer, I was nervous. However, I knew what to say. Karan Kumar, that's fantastic. Very good. I think you asked, didn't you, about how you can improve? And as someone said, yes, you're watching the live, and you're doing everything you can. You know yourself. Use AI. Watch lots of videos with subtitles. You can't go wrong. So thanks for everyone for coming back. Sorry about the interruption. It was very stressful. Hi, Karan again. So yeah, let's do one or two more questions before we finish up for today. Let me have a look. So when we go on the bus, when we go on local transport, what do we call the money that we pay for local transport? So if I'm going from Dublin to another city like Galway in Ireland on the train, what do I call the ticket price? So we have AU in with an answer. Does anyone agree on this answer? They have said fare. Sadia is also in with fare. So what do you call the money you pay for public transport? Sadia is saying bus fare. So that sounds very good, doesn't it? Oh, so Sai KTK might be coming to Ireland for for English language. That would be fantastic. That would be great. You'll have to post some pictures on my community page and let us know how it goes, and let me know. Very good. So our question was, what do you call the money you pay for public transport? And of course, the answer is we had AU and Sadia in with the correct answer of fare. Bus fare, train fare, boat fare, plane fare, any type of travel like that. The fee that we pay is called the fare. We have Iraqi in with We Learn English in Iraq in school. They teach us how to write grammar and past and questions, but they no learn us how to speak. Well, you're doing the best thing by looking at the live. Make sure and check out my new video. It's out in 5 minutes. Watch lots of English, put on the subtitles, the captions, and really engage and listen and practice, practice, practice. So aside KTK, fair. Yes, absolutely. FARE. We also have another word which is fair as well, FAIR, which means that something is okay, it's even, it's balanced, that kind of thing. Excuse me. So, excuse me while I choke. Okay, let's try one more. Zayden Price, hello to you, my friend. Welcome back to the chat. Here in Italy, they teach us French language more than English, especially in professional schools. Yeah, I have heard that about Italian. English isn't great, isn't very well taught in Italian schools. So yeah. What do we call a break between two flights? So if I had to go and visit, I have a cousin in Kentucky in America, but there's no direct flights between Ireland and Kentucky. So I might have to actually twice, stop my plane twice going her, maybe change planes a few times. So we have, let me just see. I have Avishit Sharma in. Hello, Avi. How are you? So we have a layover, or we also have another answer. We have a connection, which could be definitely a synonym as well. A connecting flight, Sadia is. Yes, exactly. And there's the other word I was looking for. So we had Avi in with, I hope that's okay to call you that, Avishit. Avi in with a layover or a stopover. So they're the two words, but we could also use a connection. We would say that more about the type of flight that follows. So I have my flight to New York, and then I have a connection flight to Chicago or to Kentucky, something like that. And the stop itself is called the layover or a stopover. So well done to you, Avi, and well done to you, Malak Marak. So, well done, everybody. That was lots of fun today. Sorry about the big interruption where my friend called, and totally nearly destroyed my live. But we managed to bring it back with the live, and it was great. Thank you all so much for joining. Amu Amula, hello to you. Welcome back to the chat. Sai KTK, I think stopover is popular. Yeah, I suppose it just kind of depends culturally where you're from and kind of what's commonly used. But both are understood in British English, General English, and American English. So stopover, a layover, and then you have your connecting flight or your connection. Some people will just say connection for that. Don't be angry with your friend. Oh, I'm not angry with my friend. I'm going to give him a call after, and I'll say it to him then. So he's fine. Don't worry about that. He's a good friend, and he's the friend that took me out for the dosa last week. If you all remember, I was talking about that, and it was so delicious. And he really needs to bring me out again to that restaurant because I have not stopped thinking about the dosa that I had. Malak Marak, thank you so much. I always enjoy talking to you guys, and it's great to have so many people on today. You have a distinctive presence. Thank you so much. That's very kind. Yeah, he got another dosa for you. So yeah, I'll have to ask my friend if we can go for dosa again. It was delicious. Mogum plays. I didn't see your message there. Are you teaching English? Yes, I am. I'm here. We do English quiz, and on my channel generally, I do professional English and medical English and all that. And actually, in 1 minute, I'm gonna dosa. Yes, I had a dosa. It was delicious. In 1 minute, I have a brand new video out on my channel, and it is all about courtroom English. So head over there now. If you want to join my student membership, you'll get access to the PDF guide that comes with this lesson. So you'll learn 15 new terms, all really essential terms for legal English, great for lawyers, paralegals, legal students, law students, anyone working in this type of area with English. Really good professional English, and really good for anyone really that if you like to watch your law dramas, your courtroom dramas, it's really essential English for that. And if you're a student member of my channel, which is $4.99 a month, you get access to my guides, and you'll get a guide for this lesson and every new lesson, and you'll get every of my old guides as to my guides and to my video library of 300 English lessons. So lots and lots of value there with my student membership. So head over to my video channel. I should have linked it in my description, but I didn't. I'm lazy. So, Sai KTK, before I joined your live, I just finished your 100 video on phrases on nurses. Oh, that's fantastic. That's one of my top videos. It gets lots and lots of views. I think it's over like 100,000 views now. So, yeah, glad to have you here. And if you're a nurse, make sure and check out all my medical English lessons. DJ Paul Estac, official Vivo. Oh no, me pot of gold. Oh, that's very stereotypical now. Irish people don't go around. We're not leprechauns, DJ Paul. Sadia, okay, if you come tomorrow, please talk about museums. I enjoyed your lesson. Thank you for helping us. No problem. And I'm adding museums to the list of stuff for tomorrow. So museums, and I also had a request for cooking. So I will do the cooking as well. Maybe we'll do the cooking at the weekend. Tomorrow, museum, and then cooking at the weekend. Rishu, hello, sir. Is your official channel different from this one? This is the only channel I have on YouTube for Learning English Pro. I am on Instagram, and I will put that on the chat now if you want to follow me. I've had a few people follow me on Instagram the last few days. You know who you are. Lens of, oh, if I could spell it right. That's me on Instagram. And yeah, I'm watching your live first time. I think you're a good speaker, so I like you live. Thank you, Yellen Ong. Thank you so much. That's such a lovely thing to hear. Excuse me. Excuse me. Thank you. So yes, that's my in the chat. That's my Instagram handle. I'm also on TikTok. All the links are on the YouTube page. I do TikTok, Minecraft, if you like a bit of gaming, and I really should do some gaming talk on the live. So tomorrow you'll come live on 5 o'clock per Italy. Yes, if it would be 5 o'clock Italian time, 4 o'clock GMT, I will be here approximately. It might be like 10 past 4 or 5 to 4, but just make sure and have a alert set for the channel so you can jump on and join me live, and always jump into the chat and say hi. Amula today in India is celebrating its biggest festival, Dussehra. I hope I'm saying that right. Please wish all Indians a very happy Dussehra. Happy Dussehra to all my Indian viewers. I hope you have a wonderful celebration, and I'm very happy to have you all here. Yug Pradeep, yes, please. Okay, I hope I was doing that. Am I trans? No, I'm not a trans person. Thank you for asking. Um, so no problem. Yeah. Okay. So everyone, that's it. We're a little bit over time. The new video is available right now on my channel, Courtroom Vocabulary. So make sure to head over, support that, give it a like, give it a comment, give it a watch. And yeah, and check out my student membership, everyone. It's a great way to support the channel and to really boost your English as well. Thank you so much. Oh, thank you, Rishu. Thank you. You're very welcome. So yeah, that's our chat for today. Our chat live and quiz all rolled up in and done. Head over and watch the new video. I'd really appreciate it. And yeah, I'll see you all tomorrow. What am I? I am a cisgendered man. There you go. Definitely. Thank you, Rishu. So yeah, head over, watch the video, everyone. See you all tomorrow, approximately around the same time. And yeah, literary devices. Okay, you're going deep there, Yug. Please explain. That's a whole different. That's a whole different live that we need for that. Thank you and good luck. Thank you, Sadia. You're always such a great contributor to the chat, as are lots of you. So I really appreciate you all. 4 o'clock tomorrow GMT time. See you all tomorrow. Check out the new video right now. Head over right now. Thank you so much. Bye, everyone.